Here we go again, ready to do some fantastic pop art. All right, so guys, make sure you have all your materials. Make sure you have a pencil. I have a mechanical pencil just because I like to draw with it. Any pencil will do. Just make sure you have an eraser because we might need it on today. I also have some color pencils and I also have some markers. So it's up to you what you want to use. I might want to use markers this time, but color pencils and crayons will also still work as well. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Again, make sure you have a sheet of paper, pencil. Don't if you have a pen, you can still use it, but we're gonna make sure that we color some things in so we can cover up our pencil lines from the beginning. So if you're ready, let's get started. We're gonna try to crunch a lot in today. This is gonna be very fun and fantastic. We're gonna be talking about, as we said before, the artist Roy Lichtenstein. All right, everybody say that. Roy Lichtenstein. All right. Yeah, he's a pop artist from another era, and he does the comic book style. So we're gonna do one of his style of artworks on today. So we're just gonna copy it. We're all gonna do the same thing, but later on, I want you to go practice doing these steps. And you can use different letters, you can use your name, but we're gonna keep it simple today. We'll just use one word and we'll go from there. All right. So the word we're gonna use is pop for pop art. All right. So we're just gonna do pop. So we're gonna do very lightly. I'm gonna lightly write the word, and it doesn't have to be straight. That's the fun part about it. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It doesn't have to be on the line. It doesn't even have to be on the same angle. So let's kind of mix it up. So do very lightly. We're going to write P. All right, go ahead and write P. All right, again, it doesn't have to be straight. It can be cricket. All right, then we're going to do O. I'm going to do an O kind of up here. All right, and it's okay if it overlaps. And then we're going to do another P. I'm going to do one down here just to make it fun and mix it up. All right, very lightly. All right, I'll zoom in so you can see. It doesn't have to be too perfect. We don't want it to be perfect because it's pop art. It's popular art. It's going to have style. And then we're going to do an exclamation point right at the end. All right, exclamation is a line and then a circle at the bottom. All right, so we got that laid out. And now what we're going to do, we're going to make it bubble letters. Now, if you're good at making bubble letters already, go ahead and do it. But for some of us who may not know how to do it, I'm going to show you really quick. All right, so to make bubble letters, we're just going to go around the letters that we already drew. All right, so let's start right here at the bottom of the P. I'll zoom in so you can see that. And then we have a shadow. And we're just going to do a line. All right. We're going to do a line, and then we're going to come around. We're going to just kind of come around the P. All right, come around. Around. It's okay if I overlap around the P. All right, it's kind of like we're putting a P inside of a bubble. All right, and then boom. All right, so we got the first P, and then we'll make a little shape right inside here, because again, we're making a bubble letter, P. Boom. All right, now if you have an eraser and you don't want to get confused, you could erase the middle P in here if you want. All right, if you don't want to get confused. All right, so if you don't have an eraser, don't worry. You can just remember where you did the lines, or you can just make this a little bit darker so you can see what you are doing. All right, so we got the P. Perfect. All right, now we're going to trace the O. Now you can choose to make your O behind the P, or you can make it in front. It's up to you. I'm going to make mine behind. So I'm going to imagine a line is going through. I'm going to come around O, just outlining the O. Outlining the O. And then another small O in the middle. Boom. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. So now we got an O, P, O. All right, we're going to erase pencil lines if you have an eraser. If not, we're going to color over those lines anyway. So it doesn't matter. I'll put this back. Boom. And boom. That's looking nice. And then the last P. Again, I'm just going to draw as if it's behind it. All right. P. Come around. Coming around. Boom. And then we're going to make that little D shape inside there. And boom. We got P, O, P, pop. All right. If you have an eraser, we'll erase. If not, don't worry about it. And then the last part, we're going to do an exclamation. All right. So we're going to go around the exclamation point. All right, around it, and boom, and then big circle. So we have it all together. Perfect. Let me outline this a little bit so we can see. That's looking good. All right, fantastic. Now, another thing that Roy Lichtenstein do is he has like these powerful animated like characteristics inside of the artwork. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do that as well. So if you remember how to make a triangle, we're going to start off like we're making a triangle. All right, so we're going to go up here. We're going to come back. All right, triangle. All right, it's looking good. We'll zoom out a little bit. We'll do another triangle here. This one will be a little bit smaller. Boom and boom. All right, that's looking good, looking good. All right, let's do another one. Boom and boom. I'm gonna go out the end. Okay, this one will kind of go all the way into here. Boom. All right, we'll make another one coming down and then up like the letter V. Boom, looking good. Coming out here on a different angle. Out and then in. Boom. And then we'll come again. We're coming out and then in. Great. Let's do another one. All of these can be different sizes. They all don't have to be the same size. You just kind of feeling it how it goes. And then we'll do one more here. Up and down. All right. They don't all have to look the same. They can look different. All right. So now it looks like we're really popping. Now what we're going to do from there is we're going to create a cloud around it. All right, so a cloud around it. So we're going to just kind of make some fluffy clouds around it so it looks like an explosion. All right, here we go. So we're going to curve line, another curve line. This curve line will be a little bit bigger. A bigger curve line. All right, kind of like the letter C. C, boom. We're going to curve line again, curve, and we're going to run right into the triangle and stop. Boom. That's looking cool. All right, I like that. All right, we're gonna do the same thing down here. Same curved line like a letter U. We'll make a little small one right here. Boom. All right, then we're gonna get a big one. Boom, and we'll stop right there. And we're gonna work our way all the way around doing the same thing. So here we go. Big one. I'm gonna do a small one just so it looks different. Small little U shape. Boom, and then a big one. Boom. All right, looking great, looking great. All right, let's keep it going. Curving out, boom. Another small one, and boom. It's looking good, looking good. All right, curve, boom. And then a small one, boom. And then a big one. I'm gonna go over the triangle this time. Boom, keep it going. Boom, big one. And we'll start right there, boom. Almost done, we gotta do this last little piece. Here we go. Curved line, little one, and curved line. All right. Let me erase this. I forgot to erase it earlier. All right, now comes the fun part where we can add some colors. All right. Add some colors to this. Make it look fancy. And then we'll even, if we have time, we'll do a little bit more excitement on it. All right. So let's pick a color. I'm gonna use markers just so we can I can go a little bit faster than you guys. Again, you can always spend more time on it later. I'm gonna start with the color orange. All right, I think I'll use markers and color pencils just so I don't have a lot of markers here, but I'm gonna just try to mix it up. All right, so I'm gonna first do the P. All right, so come here, outline like we did before. Now this part I want you to take your time. Don't rush. Take your time so we can do it right. All right. I'm going to outline. Taking our time. Taking our time. Can you make the colors of the letters different? Of course you can. All right. This is pop art. That means it's a lot of colors, a lot of activity, a lot of action, and a lot of expressing yourself through it. All right. Boom. Got the P. I'm just sticking with this orange because it's already in my hand. Got the O. Again, I'm taking my time trying to outline this nice and neat. Boom. All right. And then I'm going to do this last P. You see how I'm just going right over the pencil line so I don't see them anymore. And boom. All right. Then let me do the exclamation. All right. Boom. Coming around. And boom. Oh, forgot this little piece. Boom and boom. All right, that's looking good. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna color in the pop. All right, take my time, just color it in. Nice and simple. All right, so take your time. We'll check out what everybody's doing in a minute. Want to make sure you're doing your work properly. All right, looking good, looking good. Got a little bit of time, so we got it. I like to kind of color in lines, so I outline this, and I just do straight lines. All right, straight lines. And sometimes I don't color it in all the way. I kind of make a little design that goes like this. Watch. Boom. All right, so if you want to do something like that, that's cool. Sometimes it take a long time to get a lot of ink, and I use up all my markers, so sometimes I don't fill it up all the way. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the orange here, the O. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And then I'm gonna fill up the color halfway just because I like that style. Real quick lines. Boom. And then one last one. Filling this up. You see how we could color over the pencil lines? So we don't have to worry about those before. Just coloring it in. Alright, we're going to try to get as much done as possible in this little time. Coloring this little exclamation. And then I'm going to do the quick lines. Boom, 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 boom. Coloring this halfway. And then the same thing, quick lines. Boom, 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 boom. That's looking good. Pop. Pop. Alright. So from there, to make it even more graphic, I'm going to outline this with a darker color. Alright, to clean up the edge so I can see the O better. Boom. Inside here. Boom. Make it look just like a comic book. Boom. Again, we're taking our time. Don't rush. You can use any color. I'm using brown. For some reason, I think my kids took my black marker. Alright. Outlining real quick. And boom. Taking our time. Nice and neat. Don't forget inside there. Don't forget inside there. And don't forget the exclamation point. Boom. And boom. Perfect. Alright, that's looking cool already. Now, let's get another bright color. Alright. I'm using marker so I can do it a little bit faster. And we're going to do a different color for the triangles that we did. Alright. So we're coming out. Boom. The in. Boom. Out. Boom. In. Out. In. V shape. Coming out. Boom. Alright. And if your lines change, that's fine. If it's not perfect on the line, it's okay. Boom. And then up and down. Boom. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, so we'll just color those in. Color those in. Boom. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright, so just color those in. Alright, I'm going to do this kind of fast because I want to make sure we get all the time in that we need. Boom. Alright, almost done. Filling that in. Again, you can use crayon, you can use markers, you can use color pencil. You can use both if you want. You can use crayon and color pencils. You can use markers and crayons. Alright, that's called mixed media. So you're able to mix different type of materials together to get a nice, cool final piece. Alright, almost done here. Almost done. Here we go. And then we're going to go on to the last piece. Alright, so this is what we got so far. Alright, try your best to color in all those empty spots. It's looking good, looking great. We're going to do one last piece. Alright, and I'm going to go with the color green. Again, you can use any color you want. Any color you want. We're going to do the cloud now. So I'm just going to use green. I'm going to trace it nice and slow. But we're not going to color this in all the way. Alright, we're going to do it in the Roy Lichtenstein style. Alright, I'm going to skip ahead so we have time. All right, Roy Lichtenstein. So we're going to make it look like an old school comic book. All right, so inside the cloud, we're going to do very small dots. All right, very small dots, and we're just going to make lines and rows of dots because that's the style. So we can do, it's kind of like a polka dot. All right, let's come in here. All right, so we're going to do every other space. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go every other space. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, it's just going to give us a cool effect. So every other space, so in between. So the next row, in between. All right, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, we're just going to do these polka dots. Try to make them about the same size. All right, but you just don't want to make them right next to each other. Want to leave a little space in between just to get the effect. All right, we got about 1 more minute left. So we're going to try to get as much done as possible. All right, and again, you can always come back to this later on, finish it up. Almost done. All right, again, try not to make them too close to each other and kind of space them out a little bit. You can use markers, crayons, color pencils. You can use pens on this part too if you have a pen. All right, looking good, almost done. This takes a lot of patience too, so being an artist takes some patience. All right, so don't rush, just take your time, just know you're gonna get there. This is looking great. One last thing is I'm gonna take a different marker, all right, and I'm gonna outline the pointy parts. All right, I'm gonna use gray this time. It looks kind of like black, so just to clean up the edges. The best part is cleaning up the edges to give it that real nice graphic look. All right, so if your lines are wiggly, don't sketch it. All right, make sure you're using your whole arm. So you're gonna do a straight line, use your whole arm, your whole elbow. Boom, coming out, coming in. Boom. All right, coming out. All right, boom. So don't sketch it. Just do a quick line, boom, and boom. All right. That's looking real good. So pop. All right. Now, if you want to be able to expand and make it longer, that's fine. You can do stuff in the background. You can make more stars and more triangles at the end. All right. But this is our time for the day. That looks great. I can't wait to see everyone's work when they finish.